Again, whatever is left of the allies are trying to open fire. Whiz-bang as well, hitting the armor. Luckily, one dies thanks to the Shermans coming in from behind. It's an absolute cluster with a Hellcat and a Sherman 8 from the other side. The remaining Panzer IVs and men are falling from the sky. Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a 4v4 on my personal favorite map, Oasis Depot. We got ourselves a number of key combatants here, 2 Doc, 2 Vermont versus 2 American and 2 Brits. If you have yourself a game with, well, 4 Brits, 4 Brits, let's say 3 Vermont, 4 Vermont, you know, just any mix and match set of factions or players, submit to my Gmail or Discord. Link in information is down below. What I also say is our combatants in this game include Achilles Gaming. Ooh, interesting. Hopefully that's a real Achilles Gaming, because sometimes I see like fake accounts. I've seen like, for example, there's been multiple like fake skippies or other things like that popped up from yesteryear. We got Green Sea Squatch. We got ourselves Khalifa. We also got ourselves VVR Machine. Oh, sorry, War Machine with 2 V's. I see what he's trying to do here. Just put W. Oh, I guess it didn't have. You know what? It's a smart way to get around if someone has the name. Fair play. On the Allied side, we got ourselves Dumpster Bob. What a interesting name. It's kind of hot here. Okay, that's pretty good. QSC and Shrugged. All right. Any interesting starts? Because it looks like you're more general Palm Grenadier, Panzer Pioneer, maybe a half track, maybe double Grenadier over here, but with double Pioneer. So probably not gonna go with the. Oh, he did go Terror. Mango's Terror hides MGs, does not get MGs. Interesting choice. Anyway, Palm Grenadiers moving on in. The Australians are opening fire on over here with Dingo moving on up. All right. Let's see right now. So that is Achilles moving on in. For the Allies, 4x4 on the field. Has yet to pick anything because I'm thinking armored. We got Mortar. Let's see. Weasel's on the field, so special operations being chosen. He's already healing. German forces have already pushed up pretty far and taken this key choke point, or cutoff, I should say. So good positioning here. British, it looks like, have locked down mid. And the Americans have taken over their fuel and victory points. So overall, not too bad. It looks like it's about down the middle. Maybe, you know, still need to grab this territory, but so too do the Germans. Mid is where the action is. Double Dingoes, Long Throw Engineers trying to hold up. Australians in the building. I don't know how long they are realistically going to hold that sector. Grenadiers opening fire with Pioneers. Infantry section moving on in with more Pioneers. Luckily, Royal Engineers get in the building. The Dingo looks like it's still at full health. This one definitely needs some health. Infantry section coming on in with some nice rifles to allow better damage, and more importantly, allow for artillery and recon. So that grease package always comes in handy. A half track moving in. I love how he's trying to drive up the hill, but what a position right there. It's like, all right, we're going off-road. All right, do you have an angle for the flamethrower? Oh boy. We got flames shooting back and forth between the two armies. But it looks like the Doc has a little bit more men, and of course has the armored vehicle helping it out. But the British have artillery, which will now start in this sector and force the Germans into more not only open cover, but being hit from multiple angles. We do have some additional forces from Khalifa coming on in. But War Machine's doing his absolute best to give it a Zal right here. Looks like most of his forces got pulled back or very low. But reinforcements coming in from Achilles is helping. Plus, we got ourselves Green Sea Squash with his flamethrower unit coming on in. Actually pushing back the Dingo. Dingo pulls back, but we do have a little bit of pressure going on. And this is from, it's kind of hot here. He's bringing up the pressure and the heat on the left side, trying to push more and more. Looks like there is some teamwork between the axes over here, which is good to see. Flamethrower unit comes on in. Can we get a kill? Green Sea Squash does get the rifleman. Nice little kill on that gentleman right there. So, it's kind of hot here is, you know, it was trying to cook up the pressure on the enemy, but ended up, unfortunately, maybe turning it up a little too much and, you know, just burning up. A little too close to the sun on that one. Alright, Half-Track trying to escape. Pioneer trying to stop that dingo, but looks like... Oh, wait, maybe he's able to put some rear shots in, but no, Half-Track is KO'd. But they might be able to kill this dingo with the Panzer Pioneer, although he is also very low. Nope, he retreats. Dingo survives. Already vet 2. Good to see. War Machine went Terror, by the way. Green Sea Squash with the Italian Infantry. Achilles has gone Italian Infantry. So, interesting to see. Because, again, that can bring Tori for additional flamethrowers. Very, very powerful units. And, of course, the artillery or the Obice artillery, that can just be a call-in. Mines already placed, by the way, from Achilles as well. So, cool. And Khalifa is gone with Mechanized. So, you got already the 221 that can heal. Plus, you get yourself, you know, some better armor. Maybe. Oh, wait, hold on. Artillery coming on in. MG is under threat. Can it be KO'd? Oh, wow. The other one gets killed. It's like you think this one's going to die, but actually this one dies. All right. All right. Luckily, the Germans are pretty close where the War Machine can probably take it. Meanwhile, Shrugged is coming back up with the Australian Infantry. He also has a 2-pounder. The little AT gun that could. Honestly, worth it. Even though it has trouble penetrating even, like, from personal experience, let's say a Crusader armor, or like that equivalent, like medium armor, it's still, it puts enough shots down range that any armored vehicle, except for the heaviest, has issues, and even the heavy tanks, if that thing has Vet 1, can have some issues with its special shot that always pens. Alright, flare is out, so the allies will be able to see. Looks like maybe some artillery is coming on in, thanks to the... Wait. I'm sorry, is there... That artillery reminds me of a captain sort of artillery, but I don't think either of them went with the... Oh, it's the artillery officer. Okay, he put the beacon down. So, essentially, because he went advanced infantry, they can put a beacon down that can call constant artillery strikes. Haven't seen that too much, but still not too bad. Mines going off, delaying the allies. We also have air and sea. The Australians, of course. It's kind of hot here when special operations. We saw that with the Weasel, and that gentleman went advanced infantry. So, nice selection. We got some artillery. We got some, well, actually a lot of artillery. In the great scheme of things, and lots of call-in potential here. But I will say for the allies, unless I'm mistaken, they don't have, like, they're not going to get heavy tanks, right? You're not going to see Churchills or Pershings or anything like that, where the Axis have King Tigers. They have, let's see, Mechanized, so Panthers. We'll see. We shall see how things go. Meanwhile, it looks like Achilles is gearing up for a fight. We got a lot of forces coming in from War Machine. Left-hand side, we got Sea Squash duking out. Again, it's kind of hot. He's already gotten Tank Depot, thanks to 36 fuel per turn. And that is due to a very good cache back here. So again, if you want to help your team, a cache right here absolutely helps. Unfortunately, the Axis have not done that. They've not put down... Oh, they put down one cache. They will put down a cache there, I should say. But yeah, allies have already put down a number of caches to help their team. And that's, again, thanks to Air and Sea. You can automatically build caches for cheaper, and you don't have to send units to go do it. It's just automatic. So that really helps with resources, and you can absolutely see the difference between the allies and the Axis. And while the allies, I would say, have been having some issues, as you can see with the Gustatori, that's just burning the infantry section alive. You can't say that they aren't planning for the future, right? They're laying the foundation for potential future victory, so long as, of course, they keep up with their the army on the field. Blackverling is light armor on the field. Stummel is on the field, providing anti-infantry fire against the American over here, and not much there. Allies have gotten a oh god, I always butcher this. I think that's a Crusader. You got Bishop. And yeah, that's about it. Bazooka team's opening fire, but again, you are so low, man. You are so low. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Well, he lost Bazooka, but he killed the Stummel, but another one pops on up and kills the artillery officer in one fell swoop. Oh my god. Hell of a hit. Bazooka team opening fire. Very close to killing that Stummel. Pathfinding. Please allow this man to live. Looks like pathfinding was allowed this man to live. MG opening fire on this. Okay. He's pulled back. He's pushed back. Meanwhile, it looks like the allies did actually grab a decent amount of territory all along this side. So, okay. Flamethrower unit's trying to push him back and burn him. Is he going to hit the mine on the way out? No, he barely dodges the mine. Meanwhile, looks like Khalifa is getting himself another building and slowly pushing along this front. Probably could take that fuel. Oh. Alright. So right now, middle as well. Looks like Panzer Pioneers are pushing against the infantry section. Oh, yeah, there's a Crusader along the left-hand side. Pack guns in mid, so if any armor comes on in, the allies will have issue. But that's where the artillery could really come in handy. And, yeah, we're seeing double bishops. Now, something to keep in mind. And this was done via my team on Port of Hamburg remake, which is Port of Bizerta. Check that out on the Steam Workshop. It's a Port of Hamburg remake for CoH3. But I point this out because if you combine the bishops and... Oh, wait, no. He can't do that. Because if the American, just real quick, Dumpster Bob, would have not gone the artillery officer, but instead would have gone with the cash, you can increase your allied reload speed by 33% and recharge speed 33%, which essentially makes the bishop just a rapid fire artillery piece. And you can see already it's doing damage. Now imagine that just non-stop. That's what that does, essentially. So, yeah. Looks like artillery is blasting War Machine. They're having some issues over here. There's still MGs and other defenses prepared. Also, we have a Wesp. So it looks like the Germans do have an artillery unit that can assist. That's good. But again, I'm not seeing any sort of like medium tank. I'm not seeing a heavy tank. Again, I know it's only 12 minutes in the game, but stick with me. The Allies we know have already gotten not one, but now two Crusaders. Hubber, which I guess is just a light vehicle to kind of help against the infantry and spot, which is fine. And then also we got ourselves a Sherman on the field. And actually, did the American player go with mech? He did, so we can get the 76 variant. The other one has gone with mech as well. So 2 mechs for buildings means that we can see 76 Shermans with additional armor and faster healing. Plus, they get the repair position. So if the artillery of the West hits the bishop, bishop retreats, gets to a capture point where it has those heals and can quickly get back up to full health. Axis did put down, is planning on putting down the cash. Always get that a little early. Sherman dropping it on the pack, not a bad idea. And maybe you move in, ground fire it, something like that. But Axis still hold mid, and that's the big thing right now, is they have plenty of defenses in mid, and victory point wise, it is against the Allies by a considerable margin. So the Allies are slowly getting the armor advantage. The Axis have the territorial advantage and strategically are holding a lot of key points. We'll see if maybe they push a little too far, and then we see the armor come in and really start hammering the Axis. Alright, but again, we got plenty of artillery, we got some armor. Now we have to see what the Allies throw at the Axis. Or maybe the Axis can just keep the momentum on their side and lock it down. Artillery is hitting the pack gun, hitting this whole area, honestly. The German forces need to retreat. Grenadier super low. This MG's like, well, I'm glad it's firing over us. For once. Meanwhile, we got a Panzer III, so the Germans finally getting some armor on the field. And again, I can't say it's like, oh, wow, okay. Whiz-bang just coming on in and being like, oh, you thought you could heal there. That's adorable. MG goes down. On his half-track, barely makes it out along with the other infantry. Probably should have reacted a little faster, but I could see him being distracted. MG is right there. Artillery is raining down all over this front. Alright, so far he hasn't got anything else, but we got Red with some improved armor on his Sherman as he just hammers Khalifa. Dumpster Bob is hoping to dumpster Khalifa, and looks like he will be able to do exactly that with his 76 Sherman. Pack gun has been smoked. The MG is dead. Sherman maneuvering, and I don't see a mine active in front of him, so he should be able to just easily get out and retake this side. He doesn't have a lot of infantry. That's the one gripe I will say. Frontline infantry is bare bones across this whole front. But if he actually has the frontline infantry, he could easily push that back. Meanwhile, on the other flank, we have ourselves... it's hot. It's kind of hot, sorry. Don't want to, get someone off on their name. But anyway, he's trying to push up. He has P-47s coming on in to strafe the infantry, which are pretty effective. Infantry is suppressed. Riflemen pull back. We had a Crusader push in mid with some light hits. Artillery is still hitting mid. Germans are slowly being pushed back with some good arty right on that half track. Again, right now we are talking about 2 bishops. Plus, we got these guys back here. Again, if I'm the allies, I try to coordinate, be like, hey, here's the, heal point. And I'm actually not seeing where the Americans, if either, remember that both of them have it. Oh, here we go. Here's the engineer crew I'm talking about. Not the best point, honestly, back here. I get why I did it, the American players on this front, but you always want to think about your team, and putting it somewhere where they're going to be active would help a lot. Anyway, Hubbard barely makes it after some artillery fire. Man, oh my god. That man went flying. Let's see. He almost makes it at the center of the point. Could have won the Allies right there if they managed to hit the man into the hole. Be a game over screen that would pop up almost immediately. Guaranteed. Not lying at all. Pack gun pulling back from the whiz-bang artillery. We got 3 Crusaders on the field with 2 Panzer IIIs, so at least the Germans will have a reactionary force. I don't know if they'll win, especially if this man is able to upgrade them with the veterancy upgrade for the Brits, but looks like the West artillery is neutralized, which is not great for Khalifa, as that's the only artillery piece he had. Alright, we got another Panzer III that's on the field from a separate player. We got Stug on the field, so at least we have some TD, but the Allies have gained... gain the initiative in mid. They've pushed the Axis out. Panzer IIIs look like are gearing on up. Nebelwerfer coming on in. He gets Crusader dead on and forces it back. Australians are also pushed back. Barely make it out of the fire. Sherman, though, is there, so if the Panzer IIIs move up without support, the Allies still have advantage. Alright. Artillery is just coming on down. Axis are... retaking mid. MG is there as well. Artillery exchange is happening, but the bishop neutralizes the not the whiz-bang, the Nebelwerfer. Alright. No mortar half-track is interesting. At least one gentleman has gotten that. Palm Grenadiers have retaken mid. Again, we do have a small push along the right, and there's honestly not much. What does green have? Couple, I mean, to be fair, Jaeger infantry are pretty solid, especially even with Shrek, because they can still do damage against infantry, even with Shrek. There's still a Jack of all trades unit. But, looks like there's really not much. If I am red, I try to get myself more of an actual, like, frontline army. I know that it seems weird, but you don't want to just have a bunch of armor when the enemy has a bunch of units that are camouflaged and can Shrek you, that are still very powerful, even with the single Shrek. And you also need to make sure you can capture a lot of territory. So just something to keep in mind, especially with, like, 10 munitions over here and other things. Very important. Looks like the area to heal for him is on this point. Makes sense for his army, but again, we're not seeing necessarily teamwork to help out with the other armies. But I don't think the British need it at this moment, as the artillery just rains down hell. That poor MG did not deserve that. He had 2 bishops and a whiz-bang open fire. I think maybe even 2 whiz-bangs. Hold on. No, just 1 whiz-bang. We got Nebelwerfer opening fire on the 2-pounder. Lots of fire coming on down. And, yeah, they definitely knock out both units. Australians being pushed back. Infantry section trying to take mid. Multiple Stugs. So it looks like the TDs are really being brought out. Trying to hold back the Crusaders. But here comes a Grant. Gets some great shots on the side armor. Crusader pulling back as fast as possible. Bouncing the shot. Grant, though, keeping the front going. Firing both its cannons along the front. 2-pounder. Oh, is knocked out. And the artillery hitting the Stug. Gets some great shots. There goes the Pioneer. Stug pulls back before the artillery does too much. Here comes some Panzer IIIs, though, against a single Grant. But artillery continues to rain down. We have a 6-pounder right there that's opening fire to keep the Panzer IIIs away. They're pulling back across the bridge to the right, which is still under Axis control. Most likely just trying to stay out of RD range. Interesting, he lost the hover, but he's getting some more armor out to back up his bishops, which I do like. I'm gonna be honest. I do like how he is at least having something to back up his bishops, because you have to have that. You have to. You can't just artillery spam, because then what happens? I mean, look, you can have like a dedicated player, but my issue with that, with a dedicated player with artillery, is, you know, while you're controlling artillery, you probably want something to react with, right? To have a reactionary force to cover your own units, because your allies are going to be busy with their own respective players. Speaking of which, 4x4 moving on in. Looks like he doesn't have the capture upgrade. He went with the get the mortar and MG upgrade for that 4x4. That's why I didn't capture it. Panzer IV is moving on in, but he's going to have to worry about the pack gun that the allies stole, and a nice AT grenade, which will stun it. While the AT gun fired another shot. Bazooka team and a Sherman moves on in. Honestly, Khalifa is probably going to lose that Panzer IV. Sherman fire, hits it, barely has any health remaining. A single shot would kill it. And there we go. Great shot. Panzer is down. Remove the carcass so it can't be brought back to life. And yeah, Wesp is on the field pulling back. But Khalifa has lost his power on the right. But here comes Achilles coming on in with multiple, not one, not two, but three. I'm sorry, not three, but 4 Panzer IVs. And there are no mines in this sector or anything. Pack gun is decrewed. If I'm the allies, I pull back. I pull back now. Luckily, the Panzer. Why are you not healing with the faster point here? Okay. We're really gonna see a major armor battle here, and right now I would say the Axis have advantage by numbers, even though they have a Hellcat. It's 3 against 4. Again, the other thing is Achilles. How much armor? So how many upgrades have you gotten? It looks like he stops moving, so at least he has the repair upgrade. So that means he has additional health and repairs. Good kill right there. Jaeger infantry is coming on in. So yeah, I'm going to say Dumpster Bob is going to need to reconsider pushing up. But it's kind of odd here. Doesn't have to. Pushes up, take the VP. It's a lot of very important points. The Axis will lose, and it stops them from holding the VP advantage against the Allies. They have about 250 ahead. But no longer will the Allies lose victory points for the time being. Artillery continues to rain down in mid. We got 4 Crusaders ready and lined up. Honestly, I might want to see them move over here. Armor takes some hits from the AT infantry. Again, Panzer IIIs are just like easing themselves forward. Again, they need to move over here to heal. It's like you have these guys here that are sitting around doing nothing. They're literally, like, I cannot joke. They are literally watching the armor in the distance being like, well, we would love to heal that, but they just keep driving away from us. They don't trust us. This isn't the Ardennes. They're not German operatives in disguise. Alright. Anyway. Allies have all 3 victory points. Artillery continues to rain down in mid, hitting RD units and support units around. We got Nebelwerfer trying to return fire. Bishops are pretty close, so again, don't group up. Have a little distance, so 1 shot, or it's like 2 shots doesn't kill it. Here comes a massive Crusader push along the left. Looks like we have 1 dead right there. But all the infantry is dying. The half-tracks are dead, and it's not looking good. But don't worry, we got ourselves a Tiger on the field. Okay. Green Sea Squash has lost a good chunk of his army. And honestly, up into the bridge is pretty much in ally control at this point. Oh my god, here comes Crusaders from behind. Remember, all the Panzer IIIs are off in a different sector. We have 5 Panzers right now against 4 Crusaders. These Crusaders might die here. We have a Sherman moving on in to assist. But again, we have Stugs as well, pack guns. Artillery hitting their escape route. It's a slaughter for the Crusaders right now with Grant trying to cover. Again, whatever is left of the Allies are trying to open fire. Whiz-bang as well, hitting the armor. Luckily, 1 dies thanks to the Shermans coming in from behind. It's an absolute cluster with a Hellcat and a Sherman 8 from the other side. The remaining Panzer IVs and men are falling from the sky. Panzer IV joins fighting with the Panzer IIIs retreating. This Sherman is very low. Looks like he will survive. Half-track, unfortunately, does not. AT grenades hit the armor. We need something to come in there if they want to, like, you know, hit him further. Flak filling trying to kill the infantry. It looks like 2 squads of infantry are about to be, well, removed from the game. And more men flying into the atmosphere. I swear to God, the Germans saw that, like the men just shooting up into space, and was like, what if we could do that with a machine, not just with men? And that's how the V1 and V2 rocket program started. Oh boy. Armor is pulling on back. Okay. Whiz bangs are also on standby with bishops opening fire. A bit congested here. But they're trying to hit the armor that's in the back lines. Tiger is well pushing on up by itself. I guess they're trying to kill the infantry. Which, to be fair, is kind of hot. Has lost a lot of his infantry. And he's building a cache right now. Okay. The left-hand side is being retaken by Green Squash as well with his remaining infantry. So it looks like both sides lost quite a bit. But I'm going to say the biggest loser was Shrugged. Shrug lost a Crusader, 3 Crusaders. He got an Archer, but still, that's a lot of armor losses. There was a single Panzer 4 that, Panzer 3 that died. But I can't say that's like a monumental, like, yes, we've won the day. It's like, ooh, that's not a good trade. Sure, let's do a head count real quick. 1 Crusader, 1 Archer, with 2 Grants, 2 Shermans in desperate need of repairs, and 3 Shermans and a Hellcat. 4 Shermans and a Hellcat. So yeah, can't deny it. Allies have a lot of armor to speak of. Germans, though, have 1 Panzer 4 and a Wesp. Maybe 1 less Wesp after this. Like, what are you doing? Okay. Red is pushing toward the base. I have no idea why he thought this would be a good idea. Dumpster Bob, let's not dumpster your men right now, please. Please. He's legitimately pushing toward the base. I don't know why that was... I mean, like, yes, maybe if you want to kill the infantry, but you do know the Axis still have a lot of attack power, including that Panzer 4, a Stug, a Tiger, and 5 Panzer 3s, which you didn't kill. Maybe kill the Jäger squad and get the hell out of there, but it's already too late. The trap has been sprung, and the armor will die. Doesn't matter if there's air support coming on in. Maybe they kill a Panzer 4, but I see this as an absolute slaughter as the air squads are still alive. The Hellcat will die, and the Panzer 3s and everything are just going to quickly react. Again, I don't know what the fuck the Allies were doing, but this was super dumb. And he's still pushing up armor. One more armored unit, and the game is ours. No, it's not. It is definitely not yours. And the Panzers will keep on rolling, all the way to mid with 3 Grants doing their best to clear the area. Tiger does take a few hits, but is relatively okay. Again, Achilles coming in clutch with his armored swarm. But, to be absolutely fair, Khalifa is pretty low on health. What's his name? War Machine also doesn't have the most. They've taken a lot of heavy hits. Hell, Achilles only has 2 units for infantry. He has a mainly armored force. Again, the Allies have brought themselves within about 120 points of the Axis and victory points. The armor is, by the way, almost healed up, so all the Panzer 3s will be ready to go here shortly. And Achilles could get another one if he really wants to. Just keep, yep, there he goes. Just keep pumping out the Panzer 3s. If I'm the Allies, actually the Achilles is not a bad idea. The reason I say that is if you go with the Achilles, you have a strong front where that can hold the initial, like, the initial, like, armored wedge that would hit the line. The archers can just slowly rip and tear through the Panzer 3s. But you need to make sure they don't just run up and kill them, right? You need something to delay them. The Grants will maybe do that. Let's see. Archers actually back up. We have some artillery coming in. That's probably the Obiches from the... Oh, we have 2 sets of Obiches, I believe, coming on in. Whiz bangs push back the 1 Panzer 3. There's the artillery coming on in. But the massive amounts of artillery... really it's nothing. The Allied artillery just forces them back. The Axis artillery misses the Grants. The Panzer 3s, I guess we're hoping to, keep them in the fight. Problem is, they cannot last very long, even with all their upgrades. As you can see with that Panzer 4, that just gets absolutely wrecked by double archers and the Grants. So Khalifa is down to essentially nothing. He has a Panther coming on out. But while that's going on, there is a major battle on the left. It's kind of hot. He's engaging Green Sea Squatch, who does still have his Tiger, and he's holding the victory point with everything he has. He needs to hold on to that point. Because, again, right now that's the only thing stopping the Axis from a complete free-for-all. Allied forces are pulling back, but, again, we have more Shermans on the field. That's going to be 4 Shermans versus Sea Squatch is. Okay, did get a Panzer IV, and he has a Tiger. And he somehow stole a Vermach Nebelwerfer. So, you know, take what you can get. But, I mean, mines would be very important. You have the resources for that. Other things just to delay. Just delay the Axis as much... I'm sorry, the Allies as much as possible. And stop their armor. Oh, we actually have a King Tiger. Okay. Let's see how the King does. Alright? Let's see how this mighty King Tiger faces the enemy. Massive amount of Panzer IIIs just chilling in the distance. Looks like the Allies are... Archer's a little further ahead. But they're ready. They're hitting the King. Here come the Grants, ready to go. Massive armored swarm trying to push up that hill, but it's a massive choke point. And look at the Allies go. Fired everything they got at that King Tiger, forcing them back. King Tiger, again, barely alive. It is, man, the Allies just have that area choke point. Panzer IIIs are dying left and right. King Tiger barely makes it out. Artillery hitting them on the way out, which is hilarious because they're trying to heal. There goes some more infantry. The Jaeger squads are dying to the RD and the Grants. Whiz bangs continue to fire. All the artillery is just hitting the front, but we do see a Grant die. Panzer IIIs are very low. There goes another one. Grants are at Vet 3. Archers are also pretty low, but they continue to just hit the archers from afar. Again, if I'm the Allies, I don't advance. Do not advance by yourselves. Air support's coming in, by the way. We might see another run. That could kill another Panzer III. Ooh. One additional rocket hit on that, and he would have been a goner. Achilles lost half his Panzer IIIs, by the way, in that fight. It's not looking good. Luckily, it looks like the armor push by Green Squash, on paper, going great. Guys, we've advanced. It's going fantastic. Meanwhile, the Allies are launching a massive Sherman attack from the side. The Assault Grenadier realizes that and dies. Or, sorry, finds them and dies. But that gives the Tiger and the Panzer IV a little bit of heads up. And they're able to move on in. Shermans bounce with their initial salvo. Riflemen moving on in. They're throwing a grenade on the Tiger to stun it. Here comes the Shermans to just hit the infantry to clear the support units. We have some American support infantry. Sherman pulling back while the other units lead the charge. They can focus on one, honestly, and maybe do a white phosphorus shot on another. We have a BJ shot over here. Crusader diving on in. He did give himself a Crusader. Crusaders do better when they can kind of close the distance and get within like a very specific range. Archers move up as well. Tiger's already pulled back. Artillery's hitting this sector though. Shermans have pulled back. No losses there. Foot guards guarding just in case some additional armor moves on in. Meanwhile, the King is back in mid. Grants are having actually a hard time penning it. King Tiger is backing up as fast as they can. Never mind. Stu coming in to take most of those shots. King Tiger hits the Grant. Grant's like, is that the best you got? Here comes the archers. The bridge is halfway to collapsing. King Tiger's about to completely fall apart here. They're moving in. King dies. Grant super low and will fall apart. That's leaving one Vet 3 Grant to remain on the field. Panther and another Panther 3 coming on a different side, but the artillery rains down on it. Oh my god. The artillery almost breaks the bridge in time for the Panther to fall through, but Panther gets out of there in time with the Sherman keeping up the pressure. Grants continue putting up pressure against Panzer IIIs. Victory point wise, It is not looking good. We actually have a push happening. All 4 Panzer IVs are in bad state. New Panther coming on in. Some additional armor is smoking its retreat. Love to see it. Grants, though, want that Panther dead. And they got it. Archers assisting. Knock it out. This other Panther, though, may want to try to snipe the Grant. But alas, he's unable to do it. Archers still fire with foot guard support. Panther dies! Oh my god, that was a fresh one, too. Full health. Allies have just been cleaning house. But here comes C-Squatch with his armor. Panzer IV, Panzer III, and Tiger coming in against the Archers in a real bad spot. Because they're now cut off from retreating up the hill. They have to go the long way, and artillery knocks out one. Foot guards and bazooka teams come in from another direction. This Grant Vet 3 is sacrificing itself. I don't know why. It does perish. Alright, we got some loiters coming in to make the infantry very slow, which I guess helps with the artillery, but the bishops and the whiz-bangs continue to just cause havoc. Let's see, there are still 2 bishops, right? Yeah, the 2 bishops are alive. Panzer IVs are near full health, though. But the allies don't have the infantry support. All the infantry is running away from with the bazookas. Grant's trying to move on up. There they go. They're going to pull back. Sherman's moving on in. Again, they did hit a mine, but they have a lot of territory they can take. C-Squatch is over here. So Green C-Squatch, kind of a bit of a pickle. Because he had to come in to save his allies, which, yeah, not looking great. He does have a recovery vehicle. Oh, sorry, Achilles is a recovery vehicle, which is helping to heal, and hopefully he can, like, maybe salvage some of this armor. Another King Tiger's on the field. Hopefully this one performs slightly better. Oh, but look at all the armor. You could, I mean, legitimately, if you wanted any allied armored unit, literally pick what you want, or at the very least salvage it to get your Panzer III army back up. Because you get manpower and fuel from all that. But here comes the advanced infantry's zombie forces to push on up and just bazooka and hit all the artillery or armor or what have you. King Tiger's actually not too bad because it can just, yeah, one shot knocks out nearly half. We got artillery hitting this sector. King Tiger just cleared the infantry. Tiger, as well as the Gustatori, are doing the best they can. Gustatori not half bad. Vet 3. But there's a giant armored army, and there's no other AT except for... Oh, never mind. There is a Panzer IV here with the Tiger. Okay. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh, one Panzer III, I think, died? I think he lost a Panzer III. He's down to 3. I thought he had more. Infantry blocks that push along the right. Left-hand side. Panzer IV dies, but Tiger does kill one Sherman. There's another one that's just limping away. Air support continues to just harass the infantry. Oh, this is P-47. Yeah, we'll hit the infantry. Armor's fine. More cash is going down. Allies have 56 munitions, 41 fuel, compared to 35-18 for the Axis. Bazooka teams hit the repair vehicle. He did give himself a Panther. So that's an upgrade from a Panzer III. Again, not the best against infantry, but can definitely hold its own against armor. Alright, we have ourselves some air support to delay slow down the infantry. Nebworf opening fire. We have one Crusader going down, but the archers will... So actually, there's 3 archers now on the field. So, again, Shrug doing a pretty good job with the amount of armored forces. Victory point-wise, it is looking grim. Axis have lost their initiative. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe they get this kill here. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. This armored unit dies to Tiger. I think he lost the Panzer IV, though. He did. But, sorry, I already said that. What am I saying? But he did lose that, so that's good. This other one is, still healing. I don't know why he's still here with the Sherman. He probably should have pulled that back. Whiz-bangs are also right there. They're opening fire on the... Alright, they were opening fire, and then they stopped. Meanwhile, we have the Grants coming on over to hit that king. Again, a Vet 3 King. So real quick, only 4 kills infantry, 5 vehicles. Okay, not bad. Is there any other vehicles that I'm seeing? Eh, not really. Okay, let's get back. Archer gets blasted by the king. It's like, no, not having this. But a massive armored wave is king the right side, and they're taking the victory point to stop the bleed. So that's pretty damn sweet. All right, artillery hits this whole sector. Satchel going off is gonna hit a lot of those pioneers, and yeah, they're weakened. Not kill. Grant and Sherman hitting this, hitting the King Tiger, forcing off the hill. But artillery's about to hit those Grants. But here comes the infantry wave. Maybe at a bad time with running into the artillery, and yeah, they're gonna lose some men. Again, we have a massive push by Achilles in the back lines, and he's taking that territory, which is good. Honestly, this is kind of a failure on Dumpster, because Dumpster, I'm assuming... Oh, no, he actually doesn't have that much munitions. I assume he would have placed mines or something, but looks like that was all cleared. Yep. Looks like that position retreat point is chaos. If that was a retreat point, at least the medical station here was destroyed. Panzer 3s kill that unit. More units coming on in. Bishop's running for their life. There's an archer on standby. If I'm the allies, yep, we have armor moving back. But a lot of the Shermans that would be the fast reactionary force are dead because of the attacks going on by against Sea Squatch and other areas. So there is not a fast attack force. There isn't a Sherman group that can take this on. It's all archers, and the archers need to have, you know, something to screen, which requires infantry, which means the Grants in mid have to react. And, yeah, that's... Oh, you know, I heard the noise. You know what that means. Grant's here, too, and they're going to pull out, but I think that infantry unit's still a goner. He is like, what's that sound? That's what that is, good sir. That's what that is. Anyway, it looks like we do have a Hellcat on the field. The Grants are doing pretty good work against the Panzer 3s. Their only escape is this bridge, by the way, and it is becoming less likely any of them will survive. All Panzer 3s perish under that fire. Achilles losing all but a single Panzer 3. Even the Panther died in that massive charge. This position is taken over by Allied forces. So again, not looking great. The armored swing just completely faltered. But we do have forces in mid. Sea Squatch moving on in to take that position. And the King is moving in by itself. Why are you moving in the King by itself? King Tiger, meet allied armor. It's like there's multiple archers, Grants, everything. You may have the high ground, but they have more. They have a lot more cannons and whiz bangs and more Grants. It's looking pretty bad for that King. King trying to back the F up as foot guards open fire. Panzer 3 providing support. Air support's hitting this middle. King Tiger dies to all the fire. Tiger pulling on back. There it goes. Nice shot with the Tiger on the Sherman. Allied forces rolling on in. Again, could easily take mid. Axis have a small lead, but again, if the Allies take this, it is done. Registered artillery, though, because of the infantry battle group, are just going to keep the Allies from taking it. Bazooka teams are keeping the armor back. We have Sea Squatch right there with his army. Again, QSC has his Grants very low. He's going to need repairs. Whizbangs, though, if they know where he's repairing, light that sucker up. But here comes the Tiger. All right, what are we looking at? We have a Flak 36, another Panzer 4, a couple Panthers, and a Stu. Grants are dying because they are pretty weak. Here comes the V1 strike on the Grants that will not retreat. Yeah, it's a bit too late to run there. Both of them are destroyed. Was that even dead? Okay. Yes, SSF commandos right there. The Tiger needs to hold mid. And here come the whiz-bangs to clear the infantry off the middle point. And it worked. Assault Grenadiers immediately die. The flak is under fire. And more air support's coming on in. It's decrewed. Foot guards moving on in. It's decrewed. Tiger is taking a lot of hits. Pack gun is grenaded and dies to the foot guards. Artillery hits the back lines, which... Remember that the half track can repair thanks to the mechanized ability. Tiger is under artillery fire, trying its best to get out of there. All the artillery that was hitting more to the right. Achilles tried to move over to help that Tiger out and repair. Archers, though, might put it out of its misery. It does. Repair vehicles down. Middle, Archers cover, but here comes Registered Artillery to stop the Allied infantry from capturing the point. It is a do or die moment. Archer dies to the pack gun. Archers can't do anything to the pack. Meanwhile, the battle continues along the right with heavy artillery and everything hitting over this side. Axes barely make it over and will decap that point. That will make it a triple cap against the allies. Alright. We still got the bishops and artillery, but the allies are struggling with their armor. They need heals and fast. And they need to capture that territory. Crusader going in behind the lines. I don't know why you would do this. Also doesn't have, I don't believe it has the upgrade round. Tiger just gonna get a free kill, I guess? I guess they killed the medical trucks. Cool. I guess something, but... Anyway, allies losing victory points very fast now. Axis have armor just on mid. They need to kill the Panzer IV in order to take it. I'm not seeing a lot of infantry. There's an MG here, so... Oh, hold on. Oh, no. Well, let's see if V1 does friendly fire. Yes, it does. That Gustatori's like, we will stand and fight. And it was successful. They died to hold on to that point. All right. Thank you to Green Sea Squatch for submitting this replay. I thought that was pretty good. That was a pretty fun game with plenty of armor pushes from both sides. That's why I like the map. You have your artillery, the close, the infantry fights in mid, and then your big armor like pushes along the sides. And it's not that easy to stop like Achilles pushing up. But good reaction time from both sides. Achilles on the base push by Dumpster, or you had was it QSC as well as Shrugged coming in with their armor to deal with Achilles. Green Sea Squatch though, Tiger came in clutch, surviving to the very end. So honestly showing the Tiger is the best heavy tank continually. All right. Now, let's double check any major kills. Gustatori, 38 kills. Actually got a vehicle, sure, why not? Tiger never died, but got 8 vehicle kills. Let's see. Am I missing something here? 5 vehicle kills for the Bazooka team, not too shabby. Sherman's got 5 kills, but they lost quite a bit. 64 kills for the Grants. 8 vehicles. Again, a lot of them deployed, but not too bad. Honestly. 21, 43 for the King, but again, this was one of the better King Tigers, but I'm also realizing the game is so fast that like the King Tiger and the Black Prince, especially when the enemy just has overwhelming numbers, it's just gonna get overwhelmed. You just can't get out of there fast enough. Not saying it's not worth it, you just really need to make sure you have good protection on it. Panzer III's 69, nice. Definitely got some good kills there, and but again, lots of losses. Wait, did he? Oh no, right, he did have the Panther. For a second, I'm like, is that King? I'm just going through it pretty quick. Let's see, nothing there. Sherman's did okay. The other ones did better, and yeah, that's it. Okay, good game. Thank you, Green Sea Squatch. And remember, if you have a game, submit it to my Gmail or Discord down below. Remember, if you like the video, like, subscribe, do what you guys do. Really helps out with the algorithm. But thank you guys again. It's been Greyshot17. I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.